Ladies and gentlemen, today we are ranking the 5 best weapons in all of Black Ops 6 Zombies, and this is just based off of how good I have actually found them in the game myself. But let's just get straight into it. Number 5 is the GS45 pistol. Now, this pistol you unlock at level 28, but if you're playing Liberty Falls, it's literally the first wall weapon in the spawn room that you can see, and that is why ultimately it's amazing because of its pack-a-punch ability. When you pack-a-punch this, it becomes like the Mustang and Sally, but unfortunately, to get the Akimbo, you gotta get the Akimbo attachment at the max level of the GS45, which is level 31, but you can still level up the weapon, you can still use it. My only issue as to why I'm putting it at number 5 is literally what you just saw right there. It takes a little bit to take out the boss enemies with the explosive weapons. Now, I actually do think there is a better explosive weapon, and ladies and gentlemen, I am shocked to say this, but this is the very first time that we have ever seen a sniper rifle in the meta of Call of Duty Zombies ever in any game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the LR762. I'm putting both this and the GS45 at the top 5 spot because honestly, they are just both insane. I actually think that the LR762 is actually slightly better for high rounds because when you hit that crit shot, it becomes an explosive bullet in the head on the boss enemies, and you're able to do way more damage, in my opinion, than the GS45. Now, it really comes at the trade-off because the GS45 is obviously a pistol, so it's obviously easy to like use it more, but if you're careful with your shots, I can actually say that the LR762 is definitely meta this year, which is crazy. This is a huge deal that for the first time ever, we're seeing a sniper rifle in the meta. The only issue, again, I have with this is, like the GS45, it needs to be pack-punched, and also for bosses like the Amalgams where there really isn't a crit point, as you can see here, they're gonna take a long time. But the GS45 and the LR762 are amazing for everything else, I would say, apart from Amalgams and Abominations, and they're definitely one of the easiest weapons to rank up as well while you're gaming. But coming in, ladies and gentlemen, I think a lot of people are gonna know what I'm gonna place here. I mean, this was kind of obvious. This is essentially the ray gun. Now, the ray gun is always been great. However, I do find this year that the ray gun has been slightly nerfed since Black Ops Cold War, and that obviously comes in with the fact that there is no Ring of Fire. But in this game, it's a lot easier to get the ray gun. If you just do any Easter egg on Terminus or Liberty Falls, you're gonna get this wonder weapon. My only issue with this is that the fire rate is so low with the ray gun, but it's great for the max ammo rounds, it's great for boss enemies, but I don't think it's the best wonder weapon in the game. In fact, I actually think it is the worst. I think all of the other wonder weapons in this game are great, but the ray gun is definitely one of the best weapons to bring for high rounds, and make sure you're hitting the crit shots with it because it's so important. And unfortunately, just like with the GS45 and the LR762, you are going to be needing PhD flopper for this because, I mean, it is just so important. But ladies and gentlemen, coming on in to our number 3 spot, I think a lot of people might be shocked by this, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the new wonder weapon on Terminus, the Beam Smasher. Now, the Beam Smasher is actually really strong. What it does is it's able to slow down the zombies and then shoot them with the beam itself. And again, it's very important that you're running the actual crit kills on this. If you're running Deadshot, it's going to be so much better. My only issue is past round 40-50, you start to see this weapon slowing down. And with the massive high round nerf that we're seeing, the round 50s to about round 80 is going to be quite difficult because after round 80, you get a lot of salvage, but from round 50 to 80, you really don't get a lot of salvage anymore. So that's why I would highly recommend using the Beam Smasher. It is definitely one of the best weapons, and in my opinion, probably one of the best weapons to run just in the loadout. It's great for the boss fight as well if you're running it solo, and it's also great even for this nuke step because you're able to slow down the zombies and then get the step done. Honestly, I think it's one of the best wonder weapons we've seen literally since Cold War because in my opinion, the Vanguard wonder weapons Were they even wonder weapons? They were just not it. But again, love the ray gun. My only just downside with it is I wish the fire rate was faster, and it's not good against the Terminus boss fight. So please do not run it for the Terminus boss fight. Now, coming into our number 2 spot, I think a lot of people are also going to be kind of like, okay, we already knew this was going to be the best weapon. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the ASG shotgun. The ASG shotgun is still amazing. I think, again, if you're running the suppressor, you're going to get so much salvage. It's great on every weapon, enemy in this game. It's great on the regular zombies, armored zombies, the max ammo rounds, amalgams, abominations. This is your all-around go-to gun, and honestly, if you don't have this gun gold or opal yet, you absolutely should get it. 2,000 critical kills on this weapon is going to come to you so unbelievably easy, and that is why I'm telling you, run the ASG shotgun. It is better than the other shotgun. I thought it was called the Bakunawa, so I said that in a couple other of my videos, but no, I think it's called the Militant SP, so it's all right. It's a pump shotgun, but this is like the AA-12 from Modern Warfare 2. It's fully auto, and it just rips through literally anything. It's great for all the boss fights. It's great for all the boss enemies, and honestly, that is ultimately why I recommend it. But coming into our honorable mention, before we head into our number 1 spot, I think a lot of people are actually going to be quite shocked by this pick, but ladies and gentlemen, it's just like in Cold War. I'm going to recommend the knife. The knife in this game is actually really good. Here you can see that I only have it like blue rarity, single pack-a-punch, and it's pretty much able to insta-kill knife up until round 20. We've literally never seen this in any Call of Duty Zombies game, practically apart from Cold War. And honestly, I would recommend the regular melee knife over the baseball bat. The baseball bat just takes too long to swing. But if you're in a rut and you're out of ammo, literally simply pack-a-punching this gun, or this knife, I should say, once, will literally just allow you to get a lot of kills and a lot of points. Unfortunately, in this game, you get more headshot points than actually getting one for a melee knife kill. And so that's why, honestly, I would just recommend this as a backup. And the nicest part in this game is you always have a melee weapon in your backup. So honestly, use this a lot more. I don't see a lot of people using this, and it's pretty easy to get this knife also to opal. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into our number 1 spot, and never, let me just repeat this, never would I have thought that I would have seen this weapon as the number 1 spot, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the jet gun. The jet gun in this game is the best wonder weapon. I can't believe it. I remember practicing on the BO2 Transit Round 100s, and I always thought, wow, this would be awful. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's the best wonder weapon in the game. It literally takes out zombies at any round, just like with the ray gun. However, I do have to say, with the jet gun, you have to be worried for when you run out of ammo, because with the zombies and the speed in them on this game, you really have to be careful to time it with your field upgrade and whatnot. And still, for high rounds, unfortunately, the best thing still is the mutant injection. So if you are trying to go for those round 100s, really count and make sure that your salvage is all right. But honestly, the jet gun, I think, is the best wonder weapon in this game. Definitely better than the Beam Smasher, because it just instantly takes out the enemies, where like past 40, the Beam Smasher really starts to slow down. But the jet gun, you can always use it at the beginning of any round, and it is always going to work. So ladies and gentlemen, those are the 5 best weapons in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let me know if you'd like me to rank every single weapon in Black Ops 6 Zombies, and I'll see y'all in that next one.